Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has said that his administration is determined to support the cause of developing a sustainable democracy and will therefore not tolerate any misguided group or individual attempting to create confusion or any form of instability in the state. The governor also urged every registered voter and leaders of political groups to ensure they are at their polling units on Saturday, the 5th day of October 2024, to participate in the process. I will usher in new political leadership in the 23 local government councils. News Central's correspondent Austin Azu tells us more.
Governor Siminalayi Fubara is unwavering in ensuring the Rivers State local government elections are conducted across the 23 council areas of the state. The governor is meeting with the political class and the generality of the electorate in the state at Government House, Port Harcourt, with the needed assurances of the support of the state government to the electoral process as it gravitates towards its climax.
But at least I understand that it has nothing to do with any federal agency. It's a state matter. And thirdly, the beginning of this process to the end is between our own. It has nothing to do with any federal judicial institution. So we should understand this fact and play according to the rules.
Governor Fubara regrets why some 7 people are bent on hashing their plots to derail the course of the election, when states that have no duly elected local government councils across the country are planning to do so in order not to run far of the Supreme Court ruling. Fubara revealed how his insistence on peace and determination to follow the electoral process had unsettled some persons.
You know, this election, I'm the greatest loser. My party is not participating. The president, after the Supreme Court invited us, and we had an understanding that we have a compliance duration of 90 days. So what we're doing here is to make sure that even if my party is not participating, the council process must stand for the person.
The governor, however, appealed to would-be voters to return to their various AGAs, follow the process, be law-abiding, and eschew violence. Meanwhile, there are heavily armed security personnel stationed at RSIEC head office in Port Harcourt for News Central. I'm Austin Azu.
Still staying in Rivers State, the state governor Siminalayi Fubara has thwarted an attempt by alleged rogue policemen to take over the Rivers State House Independent Electoral Commission RSIEC. The incident occurred at 1 a.m. on Friday, October 4, 2024, when the policemen attempted to break into the commission's gates and strong room to confiscate sensitive electoral materials meant for the local government elections scheduled for Saturday.
Now, Governor Fubara swiftly responded to the situation, leading a team of government officials, lawmakers and stakeholders to the facility. He condemned the actions of the policemen, stating that the Inspector General of Police, IGP, was overstepping his boundaries due to his friendship with Abuja-based politicians. The governor emphasized that local government elections are the internal affairs of states and should be conducted without interference. He also criticized the attempt to replace the existing police deployment with a detachment from a neighboring state.
I could say this on a very strong note. We've been taking enough nonsense from this institution. Everybody is aware of the court judgment, and even the judgment as they call it, the ruling. Did the ruling specify anywhere that the election should not hold? He said, don't give voters register. What are we doing with it? Okay, police, don't provide security. Don't provide security. Is this the same thing as blocking the election? I don't know what the relationship between Inspector General of Police and one person who claims he has so much power in this state. I don't know the relationship because it's beginning to go beyond the normal professional relationship. I said the government wrote a letter with the judgment that we have to him, and what he's acting on is what he called the federal government, the judgment he got from the federal high court. Even at that, if we should go by that, the judgment in the federal high court, did he say election should be bad? Lawful. That justice that gave that fraudulent judgment, did he say no?
Well, there you have it. The governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, he insists that the local government elections will proceed on the 5th of October, which of course is tomorrow. We're joined this morning by Austin Azu, who's our correspondent in Rivers State. Good morning, Austin, and how are you today? Tell us about Rivers State. What's going on all around the state? All right, I think we're trying to establish that connection with him. But of course, just before we fix that connection, the drama continues, and it's still all about Rivers State, and I think anyone who has followed the story from the start knows that it is a continuation of the Nyesom Wike faction versus the Siminalayi Fubara faction in Rivers State, and the FCT minister has repeatedly said, that he would, he's never let his guard down concerning Rivers State, and it seems he still is doing what he might, or he wants to do rather, to have a hold or have some grip on Rivers State. Many people have also called on Mr. President to intervene at this time, seeing that it is affecting the affairs of the state and affecting governance in the state. But, nobody knows how that will play out. But as it stands, elections will go on in Rivers State tomorrow, even if INEC itself says that they haven't released the voters register to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. RSIEC, RSIEC rather, as they are called. They have also then said, the spokesperson yesterday said, that they do not necessarily need a voters register or a new voters register from INEC, and they don't have any correspondence saying that they need a new voters register from INEC. What they currently will use is the voters register from 2023, which they, of course, have in their possession. The INEC spokesperson, of course, was quoted as saying that they have not released a new voters register. All right, Austin, good morning, and thanks for joining us again. Austin Azu, good morning. Can you hear us? All right. Again, trying to fix the sound and the connection there with Austin Azu, who is live in Rivers State. It seems to be a rainy Friday morning over there, but we would fix that connection and get the conversation going. Just to get a feel of what the people of Rivers State have to say about the elections. Will they be participating in local government elections or not? And of course, the news about the protest yesterday, get some information concerning that. What was that protest all about? What did they have to say? And will that in any way affect the elections? The police also, the Inspector General of Police also saying that they would not be providing security for the elections, citing a court order as well. How would that affect the turnout of the elections? Are there security concerns, and fears for voters to come out in Rivers State tomorrow? These are some of the major conversations that must be had concerning this. Olive?
Yes,
it's unending drama, and like I've said, it looks very clearly to be a continuation of the Nyesom Wike versus Siminalayi Fubara drama that has started, right from, right after inauguration of the current government in Rivers State. People have obviously taken sides. And what it seems that the FCT, there's a presence in the FCT that has some influence on these institutions, including, of course, the police and INEC. Austin Azu, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning.
All right, good morning. Go ahead and let us know what's going on in Rivers State. I can see that it's a rainy Friday morning. What's the latest concerning the Rivers State local government elections?
And as early as 1 a.m. today, the governor of the state, Siminalayi Fubara, came into RSIEC office. He got an intent of some alleged police officers allegedly deployed by the ACP to take over the RSIEC office. Of course, he found it not very comfortable, so he moved to the RSIEC center here, and he himself and other government officials, and they were able to, foil their coming to this place. But meanwhile, we have a large supporters of the governors here, and not only that, you can see that they have defied the rain, kind of jubilating that they have taken over the RSIEC office against an alleged plan by some persons to have disrupted the local government election that is being to take place tomorrow. However, behind me, you can see a lot of political supporters as well, not as if they are here to celebrate the victory of the poll, but they are kind of celebrating the achievement that local government election must hold. Because of the rain, most of them will not be able to come out, and we met some of them earlier on. They are kind of saying that they want the local government election to hold, and what they are asking for is just for tomorrow to come for them to perfect the election so that every other thing will remain. They want to join other states in Nigeria that have conducted local government election. By and large, the road has been barricaded to RSIEC office. The only way you can pass through this road, because this particular road connects to Aba, which is Abia State. So if you are on transit, you cannot pass the other road that leads, that can connect you to the head office. Security personnel have taken over the place. The security personnel, you can see the armed security personnel. The armed security personnel, they have taken over the place, man, they're fighting the rain to protect this RSIEC office. Don't forget too well that they have sensitive materials that are yet to be deployed to the various local government areas for the election. But it's raining here, and a lot of persons loyal to the governor.
Who these security men are, where they're from, because from the videos from early this morning or yesterday morning, Governor Siminalayi Fubara at the RSIEC office, was saying that, he was basically speaking about the Inspector General of Police and his involvement in River State governance and River State politics. There's a court order saying that no policemen should be provided, security should not be provided for the election. So can you clarify, who these policemen are, and, are they from the state government?
Yes, we got a press release from the State Police Command regarding that effect, and from the statements that the police issued, they clarified that the first order given by the State High Court, that order will be followed, and hence they agreed to deploy their troops and their men to ensure they are able to provide security for the commission. As of yesterday, we saw the presence of heavily armed security personnel stationed at this place, believed to have been deployed for the State Police Command. But later in the night, we saw other trucks that have been deployed, allegedly deployed by the ACP to replace those existing security personnel that have been deployed at this particular commission to provide security. So obviously the police, from the statements from the State Police Command, it shows that they are obeying the first court order for them to provide security for the local government election. And they quite agree that yes, local government election is taking place on Saturday, hence their men were deployed.
Okay, but I want to ask, where you are, you have supporters who are there, in your words, celebrating the fact that the local government elections will hold. But if we look at a cross-section of citizens in Rivers State, what is the thoughts or the sentiment that you're seeing being shared across the state? Because like we saw, there was a protest yesterday with the PDP and the APC protesting against the local government election scheduled to happen tomorrow. So from what you've seen in other parts, away from where you're currently reporting from, have you heard the general sentiment that has been, talked about across the state?
Well, regards to their preparation and their readiness for the local government election, it quite seems that the locals, most of them, some of them who are enlightened, they are well prepared, and like I said earlier on, because of the rain, would have been able to get 1 or 2 persons to state their readiness for the poll. But nevertheless, others who seem to have had this conflicting court judgments are yet to make up their mind if they will go to the poll or not. But what we are seeing playing out in Rivers State in recent days might really have cause to worry because of the conflicting court judgments. But like the governor will always say, that it's a local election and the court did not bar the commission not to conduct the election. That what the court was equally saying was like not to give the RSIEC, the voters register. But he said that the state has its own voter register, that they will go and conduct the local government election. But nevertheless, like I said earlier on, most of the locals, some of them are quite aware of the council election, but their worry remains that of the conflicting court judgments. By and large, the police have reaffirmed that they will deploy their men for the council election, and the governor has insisted on several fora that there will be local government election. So it means the state is ready, and the people of Rivers State are ready for the poll, except few individuals who are not yet certain, who are still head-bent on ensuring that the local government election does take place.
Yeah, all right. Austin Azu, thank you very much for joining us and, of course, bringing us this live report. We expect that, of course, you continue to monitor things over there in Rivers State and, give us updates when they arrive. Thank you very much once again.